welcome everybody to In the In-Between for June 11th, 2026. And here we go again. In the In-Between, life stories, life ideas, editorials, Substack article below that'll reference this for you. Values and joys is what I want to talk about today. And you know, I have a routine and I help other people develop this routine, particularly the people I work with, the team that I'm on, the Jabbour Luxury Group. One thing I encourage them to do is to think about their values and their joys, not their thankfulnesses and gratitudes. I find that kind of drifts every day, and that may be okay for you. Thankful. I'm thankful for the blue sky today. I'm thankful for the lunch I had. Thankful for breakfast, thankful for the white sandy beaches. Then the next day you wake up and you're thankful for, I'm thankful for waking up, thankful for a good cup of coffee this morning, thankful for, whatever it may be. But I found when I got onto values, I started thinking about anchoring things that didn't change. Truths that held for long periods of time. They might drift as you evolve. Values. I value my ability to have freedom of decision. That's something that's very difficult to protect too, but if that's a rock value that you have, everything in your life will be about protecting that. I value living near beaches. I wouldn't change that for the world. Values are different than thankfulnesses in my view. And then I turn to joys. There's a book I read about happiness and what happiness is. And happiness is to some extent the absence of unhappiness, but happiness is not a continual state, and I believe that. Reading a few books and trying to get motivated around it myself, happiness is something that you have and it goes away. And you have it and it goes away. It doesn't mean that when you're not happy, you're sad. It just, there are those moments of elation, joy. I get joy from walking on the beach, and that brings me happiness. But when that beach walk is over, the happiness of that beach walk ends for a time. I get joy from riding a bicycle. It brings me great joy to ride my bike in the morning and get centered on health and wellness. I rode my bike this morning and I felt so good through the day, knowing I've done that for myself. I get joy from homes. Having them, but having them be in a place and to represent something. I'm going to chronicle this for history, and Savannah over there who's editing this thing, and the director of this, or the technical cinematographer of this, or whatever, of the In the In-Between and the hot sheets. I don't want her laughing out loud, but we live in a piece of junk right now that's going to eventually become a new home as we're building another home in Seaside. But that piece of junk is home to me. It's close to the beach. It represents everything I want in my life. A proximity to things, a walkability to things, the joy of that thing. So whatever you gather from your morning routine to get your mindset put together, thankfulness and gratitudes, again, I found they changed too much too quickly. They were random. And I substituted for myself the word value, and I studied that, and joys, and I locked in on that. And I recognized that joys were happinesses that would come and then go. And yes, when I help someone find a new home here and we get it under contract and we get to the closing table, I find joy in that too. The joy of realizing when I look back at the transactions that our team has done over the 11 years that I've been in business, and I realize that, well, those people who sold their homes and left the area, I still know many of them. They would drift away, of course, because they're now in the mountains or they're now back at home in Nashville or Lexington. But of the people we've helped find homes here, and I'll use percentages so that you don't know the raw numbers, 100% of the people that we found homes here to be buyers here, to have some kind of life here, 100% of them are still here. Wow. That brings me great joy. That's in the in-between for June 11th, 2026. Thanks for watching.